सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। So let us chant from 13 onwards. Yeah, Manjula ji, if you can unmute yourself. ओमित्येकाक्षरं ब्रह्म
ओमित्येकाक्षरं ब्रह्मा
व्याहरन् मामनुस्मरन्
व्याहरन् मामनुस्मरन्
यः प्रयाति त्यजन् देहम्
यः प्रयाति प्रत्यजन् देहम्
स याति परमां गतिम्
स याति परमां गतिम्
अनन्यचेताः सततम्
अनन्यसेता सततम्
यो मां स्मरति नित्यशः
यो मां स्मरति नित्यशः
तस्याहं सुलभः पार्थ
तस्याहं सुलभः पार्थ
नित्ययुक्तस्य योगिनः
नित्ययुक्तस्य योगिनः
मामुपेत्य पुनर्जन्म
मामुपेत्य पुनर्जन्म
दुःखालयमशाश्वतम्
दुःखालयमशाश्वतम्
नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः
नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः
संसिद्धिं परमां गताः
संसिद्धिं परमां गताः
आब्रह्मभुवनाल्लोकाः
आब्रह्मभुवनाल्लोकाः
पुनरावर्तिनोऽर्जुन
पुनरावर्तिनोऽर्जुन
मामुपेत्य तु कौन्तेय
मामुपेत्य तु कौन्तेय
पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते
पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते
सहस्रयुगपर्यन्तम्
सहस्रयुगपर्यन्तम्
आहर्यत् ब्रह्मणो विदुः
अहर्यद्ब्रह्मणो विदुः
रात्रिं युगसहस्रान्ताम्
रात्रिं युगसहस्रान्ताम्
ते होरात्रविदो जनाः
ते होरात्रविदो जनाः
अव्यक्ताद्व्यक्तयः सर्वाः
अव्यक्ताद्व्यक्तयः सर्वाः
प्रभवन्त्यः रागमे
प्रभवन्त्यः रागमे
रात्र्यागमे प्रलीयन्ते
रात्र्यागमे प्रलीयन्ते
तत्रैवाव्यक्तसंज्ञके
तत्रैवाव्यक्तसंज्ञके
भूतग्रामः स एवायम्
भूतग्रामः स एवायम्
भूत्वा भूत्वा प्रलीयते
भूत्वा भूत्वा प्रलीयते
रात्र्यागमे वशः पार्थ
रात्र्यागमे वशः पार्थ
प्रभवत्यः रागमे.
प्रभवत्यः रागमे
Once again, भूतग्रामः स एवायम्
भूतग्रामः स एवायम्
भूत्वा भूत्वा प्रलीयते
भूत्वा भूत्वा प्रलीयते
रात्र्यागमे वशः पार्थ
रात्र्यागमे वशः पार्थ
प्रभवत्यः रागमे.
प्रभवत्यः रागमे धन्यवादः
So from 15th onwards, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is talking about two different goals. Two different goals, not Shreyas and Prayas, not Jnanam and Karma based goals. Okay, Shreyas and Prayas you already know. But here he is going to talk about Karma Phalam, Karma and Karma Phalam, and Upasana and Upasana Phalam. Correct? Upasana and Upasana Phalam. So Upasana is what is going to take that person to Brahmaloka. So the things that you do, that I do within the fold of Karana Karya, Karma and Karma Phalam. And then there is one special thing called Upasanam. And that Upasana, Nishkama Upasana, that Nishkama Upasana Bhaktaha, that person is going to get a special result, which is called Krama Mukti. Not Mukti here, but Mukti later, next generation. That is the two comparisons that are being made here. This chapter does not talk about Jnanam. Okay, I think that much we can make a note of. Okay. Okay. Shloka 18 was not translated, is it? So let me. So we'll come back to that. We'll translate it. When we finish this. Okay. So what did we say? So in Shloka 18, Ratriyagame praliyante. Praliyante. Nashyati, he doesn't say. Krishna says Ratriyagame nashyati. When Brahma's Ratri begins, world destroyed. Huh? Doesn't say that. Not nashyati. Praliyante eva. Therefore, we don't call, when we grow up and all, we read all these books. They say Brahma is a creator, Vishnu is the protector, and Shiva is who? Shiva is destroyer. Finisher. He just finishes her. He likes to destroy, These gods are all, they've cleanly divided all the activities. You do this, I'll do this. I like to destroy, therefore I'll be destroyer. Like that. So, okay, so as we grow up, we read all these things, but we've got to understand that destruction is not possible at all. And so that's why scientists love Vedanta. Destruction not possible, creation also not possible. Look at that. The minute you say destruction not possible, you have to be ready to accept creation is not possible. Only manifestation is possible. Change is possible. You can keep on adjusting the furniture in your room. This is boring, too boring. This sofa has been there here for the last 3 years. I think we should do something. We should just change everything around. And then before the husband comes home, the wife will just change everything and keep. The husband, wow, this looks so beautiful, honey, and then they will say. So that's it. This is all we can do. What else can you do? You're not going to throw your furniture every year. Throw and then get new stuff. Throw and then get new stuff. Even if you do that, that is also change only. This is what we do. And Brahma also does the same thing. Don't think you only do this. Brahmaji also doing the same thing. This is a lot. This is how it goes on. This is what Krishna is telling us. So here, okay, I'm going to ask some questions based on the last class. You can unmute yourself and give a brief answer. And if you have already answered, allow somebody else to answer. Okay. So this about this yuga. That's all. Okay. So what is the name of the current yuga?
Kali Yuga.
Kali Yuga.
Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga. Okay. Good. What is the duration of the Kali Yuga in terms of human years?
4,23,000.
4,32,000.
years.
Same person cannot answer again and again. Okay. Answer.
4,32,000.
4,32,000. Wrong. That's a wrong answer.
4,32,000.
4 lakh, sorry. 4 lakh.
4,32,000. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Then, what are the 4 yugas?
Krita Yuga,
Kali Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga,
Satya Yuga,
Satya Yuga.
Satya Krita Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga.
Okay. So so there are 2 names for Satya Yuga and Krita Yuga. Okay. And the total duration, and this 4 yuga, this group is called
Chaturanga.
Chatur Yuga.
Chatur Yuga. And another name for that is
Mahayuga.
Mahayuga. And the duration of this Mahayuga is
10 times 4,32,000.
4 lakh,
4.2 million years. 4.32 million.
432
Years.
million years.
43.
Mahodaya, people who answered are answering again.
Yes.
okay. See, this is I think we are all mature enough that we can manage this. I don't want to bring a scale and write a punishment. Those who do this, you have to write an imposition. 3rd chapter Bhagavad Gita, all of you have to write by hand. Okay. Those who repeated, do that. Okay. Those who violated this rule, just do that imposition. Okay. Please don't do that. Allow others to answer. Okay. Where were we? The duration of the Chatur Yuga is 432,000 years times 10 is equal to 4.32 million years. Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead. Anirudh, sir.
By that, in the 17th Sahasra Yuga Paryanta, it should be Sahasra Mahayuga. Is it not?
Correct. Within brackets,
Yes.
Chatur Yuga or Mahayuga. Correct.
Yes, right? So it's just correct.
Correct.
Okay, that
Correct.
was a question.
Sahasra Mahayuga Paryantam. Mahesh Mahodaya.
That one yuga is 4,23,000 or 32,000.
32. 432. That is the way to remember this. 432. Okay. So that makes it easier for us to remember. Okay. So now, I want to ask it in such a way that it's unambiguous. So what is 1,000 Chatur Yugas called as?
Kalpa. One.
Kalpa. 1,000 Chatur Yugas is called one Kalpa. All right. And what is 1 day of Brahmaji?
1,000.
2,000. Oh, just the day, not the night. Okay.
Okay. So that's a trick question, obviously. 1 day of Brahmaji means you have to say the waking hour of Brahmaji is 1,000 Chatur Yugas, one Kalpa, and the
Night.
the night of Brahmaji is 1,000. Therefore, the total one full day of Brahmaji is 2,000 Chatur Yugas. Okay, good. Then, what is Brahmaji's age right now?
51.
51 years.
51 years.
Yes.
He has started his 51st day.
Okay, 51 started. 51 started. Let's say 51 started. Okay, and 51 started means in the 51st year, where exactly out of the 365 days he's in?
First day.
Third day.
We are in
First day.
Third day.
Same person's voice I keep hearing.
We are in the second half of Brahma.
Okay, good, Girish ji, good. We are in the second half of Brahmaji's lifespan, and
First
in
day.
the second,
28 you said.
and in the first day of the second half of Brahmaji's lifespan. Okay.
Guruji, I said third day because Monday was his first day and today is his third day.
So, I mean, at this rate, we don't want to do this. Let Brahmaji live a little longer than us, okay? Otherwise, by the time our grandchildren come, Pralaya will come. So,
But Guruji, that was you said about first day of Brahma day, right? Not human day.
51st.
First
Correct.
Brahma day.
Brahma's day.
First Brahma day of first Brahma, of the second Brahma half.
Tritiya Bharati.
First Brahma day of the 100 Brahma years. Of the second half of the 100 Brahma years.
So it is still first day only, not third day.
It is still first day. Even
correct.
Monday also we were on the first day. Today also we are on the first day.
First day.
And most likely when we complete the course, we will still be on the first day of. Okay. If the course doesn't stop somewhere in between, we will finish the course on the first Brahma. Okay. So, all right. Now, how many people help Brahmaji needed?
14.
And these people are called
Manus.
Manus. Give others a chance. Manus. Their names are all Manus. Yeah, Anirudh. You're unmuted. You ought to be unmuted.
How many months in one Brahma year?
How many months in one Brahma year? See, 12 months only. 12
months.
Because,
Fine.
yeah, 12 Brahma months. Because same mathematics. So that's not a problem. So 12 Brahma months and then 30 Brahma days in one Brahma month. So roughly 360, 365. Okay. That's how it works. There must be some better calculation than what I'm saying, but that's a rough idea. Okay. So we saw that. So we needed 14 Manus, and how many Manus have passed?
6.
6 Manus have passed, and therefore we are in the
7th.
Vaivasvata Manu.
So Vaivasvata Manvantare. So we are in the Manu, that is, we are in the Manvantara, which is governed by Vaivasvata Manu. Okay, good. And then Vaivasvata Manvantara lasts how long totally?
72.
71
71 to 72 Chaturyugas. Good. It lasts 71 to 72 Chaturyugas. And are we in the first Chaturyuga of this Vaivasvata Manvantara?
Yes, Prathama.
28.
We're not in the first Chaturyuga, we are in the 28th Chaturyuga. So we must pat our backs like this. Oh, I've lived so many Chaturyugas. And we are now in the 28th of this Vaivasvata Manvantara. Yeah, Anirudh.
So the fourth Vivaswan that we met in the fourth Adhyaya, same as this Vivasvata?
So yeah, correct. So Vivaswan is son. Vaivasvata is the son of son.
Okay. So Vivaswan Mane, so he taught Vivasvata. Vivaswan taught Vivasvata. Okay.
Correct. Aham Vivasvate Yogam Proktavan Aham Avyayam. So that Vivaswan is Surya Devata. And Surya Devata's son is Vaivasvataha. And that Vaivasvata is the one after whom this Manvantara is named.
He is Yama's grandson.
So, see, then aren't Yama's grandson. Yama is the son of Surya. Okay. Yama is the son of Surya. So, Oh, Brahma, you said.
Yeah.
Oh, Brahma's grandson. Yeah, you're muted. Haraprasad, you're muted.
It's okay. Please proceed.
Okay. So, right, that was one. Okay. Anything else we have to cover? And yeah, so in that 28th Chaturyuga of the Vaivasvata Manvantara, which is the 8th Manvantara, of the 71, of the 8th Manvantara of the 1000 Chaturyugas, correct? And we are in which of the 4 yugas?
Kali Yuga.
Kali Yuga.
We are in Kali Yuga. And approximately which part of Kali Yuga?
First quarter.
First quarter.
First quarter. Pratame Pade. Pratame Pade. So this is the math in terms of time. And what is the connection between all this discussion and Advaita Vedanta and Moksha?
In the Prapancha where we are.
Suppose I don't know where we are.
We
Suppose
have
this
lived
discussion did not
through,
exist. Suppose Krishna never talked about it.
It shows
we have lived through all these days. We were all in all these years or all these.
Yeah, we were there all along. That is, but Krishna didn't quite say that though. He didn't quite say that, you have to be happy that you've been living all along, etc. He didn't say that, really speaking. Although in second chapter he said that. So these people never die, they were always living and all he said. Okay. So, but then what is the connection?
shows when is Pralaya and what is the span between Srishti and Pralaya after.
Yeah, what is the span is that? But still, what is the connection between this and moksha?
In creation, Guruji, everything is space and time bound.
Everything is time bound. So Krishna is saying here that don't think you should run away to some Vaikuntha or Kailasa. Even better than Vaikuntha is Brahmaloka. Vaikuntha and Kailasa is for poor people like us. Okay. And that the God has kept that, God has kept them, okay, you will go to Vaikuntha Kailasa. But God is there somewhere else, and that is Brahmaloka. And okay, Vishnu is there and Shiva also are there. But Brahmaloka is just too much. And so that Brahmaloka also is what? Not only Brahma Loka is it within time and space and therefore limited. That Brahmaji's lifespan also is limited. Oh God. Yeah, Vijay, question?
Yeah, so this loka is also a part of Brahma Loka only, right?
Can you ask the question again?
No, I am asking this loka is also a part of Brahma Loka only, right?
This Loka means which Loka?
The loka that we are living in. Bhuloka, I don't know which loka we should call this. Bhuloka is it?
Okay, we can call it Bhuloka. Generally, Bhuloka is not Brahmaloka. Generally, people from Bhuloka want to go to Brahmaloka. And so Bhuloka and Brahmaloka are different.
But last time we spoke about how Brahmaji's Pralaya and all that has an effect on this loka also, right?
No, Brahmaloka is a different loka. That's all. It's a different world. Different world. And all worlds are being created
like
by
we
Brahma.
said, our sleep is Laya and Brahmaji's sleep is Pralaya, right?
Correct.
And in that Pralaya, you said this whole manifestation will come into a seed form, unmanifested, and then
We are trying to understand the Brahmaji, Srishti and Pralaya by understanding our own waking and dream and sleep states.
so
in his
Pralaya, our loka is not getting affected.
Pralaya means our loka gone.
Okay. That's why. So I thought the Brahma Loka, we are a part of the Brahma Loka. No.
In Pralaya, Brahma Loka also is gone.
Oh.
Bhuloka also is gone. Indraloka gone. Any loka you say it's gone.
Okay.
Everything gone. Okay. Then you should not ask me, oh, if all lokas are gone, where will Brahmaji live? It's very sad, It is self-destruction. No, there is no destruction. Okay. So these ideas, it's good to think about these things. And fortunately, we have the example of uh, our own 3 states of experience. Deep sleep is there, which helps us understand that. Yeah, Vijay Sundaran.
Jaykumarji, when people pass away, we say that Kailasa Prapti or Sivaloka Prapti, but we don't say the Brahmaloka Prapti.
Yeah, I don't know why they say that. We should ask this question to some of our people and find out how come we don't say Brahmaloka Prapti? Why do you say Kailasa Prapti? I might as well just go all the way. Why stop at Kailasa? You're correct. We should ask our Vadyas. Why don't you say Brahmaloka Prapti? Kailasa Prapti Adanjar, Vaikunta Prapti Adanjar. So like that they say. Sometimes I've heard Brahmaloka Prapti also. So I think the idea there is, it's a nice question to pose to our folks. And see what they say.
Probably because Guruji, it's better to get dissolved rather than again being created.
We have to ask the logic behind that. See, a Vaishnava will say Vaikunta Prapti, okay? Because that is the goal. That is the goal of a Vaishnava. It is the stated goal of the Vaishnava. So there is nothing beyond Vaikunta. You can say whatever you want, but there is nothing beyond Vaikunta. There is nothing. Vaikunta, I will go and I will be there with Vishnu. How can there be anything better than that? And Shaiva also will say something similar. Kailasa Prapti. Over, finished. That is the stated goal of that particular thought process. Therefore, nothing better. You can say Brahmaloka. Say, yeah, Kailasa. The Kailasa is Brahmaloka for me. That's it. Over. So, beyond that, nothing exists.
Kumarji, after Pralaya, that is Brahma's night, does he wake up like we wake up next day morning?
Does Brahmaji wake up like we wake up next day morning? You know what I should do is it's been a long time since I did a WhatsApp to Brahmaji. So I'm going to take my phone and then it's a Brahmaji's phone number I'll get because I have his email. So I'll send him an email, brahma@brahmaloka.org. And so I'll send him an email, I'll ask him for this. Because he's the WhatsApp man. He's not an email person. So he may see the email sometime. But the only problem there is if he sees the email 2 days from now, 2 Brahma days, okay? 2 Brahma days is 4,000 kalpas. He will reply to me after 4,000 kalpas. That can be the only problem if I do that. And so, Satish and Sudhaji.
According to the Purana stories, so we have, in response to what Vijay Kunat said, we have Bhuva, Swar, Mahas, Janas, Tapas, and Satyaloka. These are the above lokas. And then below is Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasatala, Talatala, Mahatala, Patala, and Naraka. These are the things it talks about in Purana. These are 14 lokas.
Yeah, so somebody froze, Satish, we froze. Okay. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Audible, okay. Yeah, so you're talking about the 14 lokas, correct?
Puranas talk about these 14 lokas.
Yeah. Bhuhu Bhuva Suva Maha Janaha Tapaha Satyam. So that is the 7 up lokas. And Atala Vitala Sutala, etc. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm saying that is 14 lokas, that's one way of defining. Then within those lokas you will have Indraloka, etc. So you have to ask Indraloka is what? Bhuloka? No, it can't be Bhuloka because Bhuloka is this world that I don't see Indra walking around here and no media reported Indra walking around. So Indraloka can't be Bhuloka. Okay, Indraloka must be some other loka, Suvarloka, Mahaloka, etc. Okay, and can't be Satyaloka also because Satyaloka is all Satyam and Indra also is jealous and he's also afraid of his competition and all that. And so we have to make some assumptions. Purana will talk about all this. Purana, they figured it all out. Okay, I don't know the answers to this question, but Purana has answers. Okay, you can ask anybody and find out all these answers. I'm not the right person for all this. So one question, this one Rukmini asked, Brahmaji when he wakes up, does he wake up like we wake up? So yeah, here we are trying to understand avyaktam and vyaktam. Okay, avyaktam and vyaktam. So when we wake up, the entire world becomes manifest. Better example is a dream. Waking up, leave it aside. When I dream, why dream example I'm taking? Because Brahmaji is the creator of this world, okay, author. Okay, so in my case, I don't create this world that I'm watching, that I'm looking, that I'm perceiving, but dream world is personal to me. And so I am connected only to that dream world. The question should be, how did I create this dream world? Did I put together all these things and then select few trees here and there, cars and some people connected to me, some people unconnected to me, and then I put some clouds there on top and then some rain and then a dog also should be barking, right? So it's some we have some logic is there for the dream, and so I put some dogs and then I created it. No, it doesn't work like that. Dream creation is so kamayata bahusyam praja yeti satapo tapyata satapastaptva, means it happens based on karma. It just manifests. You can't decide what dream you're going to have, even though we say you are the author of the dream. Really speaking, you are not the author of the dream. Dream just happens. Whatever law it is that governs the dreams, and that whatever karma is there. That's why we say when you had a bad dream, you can be happy that some of your karma got exhausted. Correct? Because it's a bad experience, unpleasant experience. So karma is getting exhausted. Karma getting exhausted. Keeps getting exhausted. Amazing. And so dream is created. Just happens. Dream just happens. It is not one tree at a time you started dreaming. No. Same way. Brahmaji's Shrishti is also same way. So that is it. Manifestation. Aharagame means it is not like daybreak is slowly happening and Brahmaji is opening in his eyes and then he's going to do this pranayama and going to do all this. And then Saraswati Namastubhyam and all, Saraswati is his wife also. So I don't know if he will say Saraswati Namastubhyam and all. Don't ask me all that, okay? And then, so he's going to do all that. And then now I need to take a shower, bath, and then after that I'll start creation. You're not going to say all that. Happens. Just happens. And this is the way to appreciate the Srishti, Sthiti, Laya compared to our own Srishti, the Srishti of the dream. Srishti of the dream. Before dream, what was there? Before dream, what was there? If somebody asks, what will you say?
Jnanam.
No. Before dream, in our dream, when we go to sleep and then we dream, what was there?
Nothing.
What was the
Jagrut Avastha.
Jagrata Avastha.
That's it.
No.
Sleep was there.
No. Sleep the dream has to come from deep sleep. You have to go to complete sleep. Then only you can awake, half awake. Then only dream. You can't go from waking state to dream state. You have to first sleep. Then only you can dream. Okay, our scientists may have done some research on that. But this is our Shastra. Our Shastra talks like that. And so, which is reasonable in my opinion. Because otherwise what happens? If you say, no, you can't dream from waking state, if you say, that is called daydreaming. It's called daydreaming. And then you keep on wandering. And half an hour went off, 1 hour. And then you are aware of everything that happened. You are aware that you are awake also. You are aware that you are awake. And then you are dreaming. That means it's called daydream. Whatever that means, daydreaming. Okay. So these are some of the ideas here. Okay. So therefore, why does Krishna bring in this idea of Yuga and Sahasra Yuga Paryantam and all? Brahmaji also, Brahmaloka, most coveted Loka is Brahmaloka, and that Brahmaji also, his lifespan is finite. Which Nachiketa is going to say to Yama, when Yama offers him a very long life. He says, what am I going to do with this long life? This boy is asking the question to Yamadharmaraja. And that's the beauty of this boy there. And so this Brahmaji's life also is Desha Kala Parichinnaha. Is bound by space and time. And so this karma will produce, you can go all the way to Brahmaloka also. But Brahmaloka also is finite. Brahmaloka is finite. And even though Brahmaji's lifespan is long, if I go to Brahmaloka, I may be kicked out of Brahmaloka much before in one Chaturyuga itself or less. We don't know. Brahmaji happens to have a long life. Okay. So therefore, these kinds of results, which our Purana talks about, like Sudhaya Satishji said, Purana talks about a lot on these topics. So those who want to get into this, you have to stop attending the Zoom class. This class is a waste of time for you. Really. It's a total waste. If you want to really understand how these yugas operate, how the devatas operate, and the type of vying that goes on between the lokas, yugas, lokas and all, if you want to understand, there is a different science for all. And so that is all karma phalam. Phalgudaya liyate phalam. Any phalam is perishable by definition, it will perish. The length of time makes you feel like it is permanent, but that is only a feeling of permanence. It's not permanent, really speaking. And so just like in my deep sleep, which is called laya, my subjective world completely resolves. My subjective world resolves. Other people's world don't resolve when I sleep. And so my world alone resolves. So also, the difference now with Brahmaji's sleep is called pralaya. The objective world means the world that is perceivable to all of us also resolves. Okay, that's the difference. And therefore, this avyaktam is an important idea for us. Avyaktam. Unmanifest. Manifest. Okay, if the world is not destroyed, then if you say there is no destruction, I see a lot of change. I mean, things do get destroyed. By fire, things get destroyed. We say total destruction happens because of this fire. Yeah, total destruction happened. Correct. That is just the way of saying that, hey, the things that were there, buildings just got razed to ground and people lost their lives. Yeah, that's a big loss, no doubt. So that, yeah, the word destruction. But understand that nothing gets destroyed. Nothing gets destroyed. And so that is therefore what happened, if nothing can get destroyed, then how do you explain all this? Krishna is explaining. Vyaktam, avyaktam. Vyaktam is what I see, then avyaktam, whatever is there, it becomes unmanifest. Then again Vyaktam, again avyaktam, again Vyaktam, again avyaktam. This avyaktam is critical. That is what sets apart our Advaita Vedanta from every religion in this world, including other Hindu religions also, including other philosophies also. And so this is something we have already seen in the second chapter. Avyaktadini bhutani vyaktamadhyani bharata avyaktanidananyeva tatraka paridevana. I think chapter 28, I think 27, 28. So there, avyaktadini bhutani, these beings that are there right now, avyaktadini, they were avyakta before. Vyakta Madhyani Bharata. Now they are all manifest. Then what happens? Avyakta Nidhananyeva. They will again become Avyakta. They will again become unmanifest. They will get dissolved. Tatra ka paridevana. So what is the question of why are you sorrowful because of this? Some Bhishma is going to die and therefore you are sad? Hey, whether you like it or not, Bhishma is going to die. That is what Krishna was saying there. Tatraka paridevana. He is talking about the whole world. The whole world is going to go away and it is changing rapidly. And so you are sorry about one person in this world, and that too a person who did wrong. He is on the wrong side of the law. You are the law. You are the law enforcer. You can't talk like this. Okay, anyway, so therefore, what are the corollaries that we get from all this? The corollary is the universe is not created. Corollary means what? The direct inference, the fallout of this discussion is the universe is not created. You can underline these sentences and then think about it. The universe is not created. Universe is not destroyed. Okay, not created, not destroyed. And therefore, you can't even ask the question, who created this world? The world is not created. How you can ask the question, who created this world? See the shift. See how our idea is slowly over the 2 years it has been shifting. Correct? And so this is where we are getting into the core of our discussion. And core is already discussed, really speaking. Ajo nitya shashvatoyam puranaha nahanyate anyamane sharire. Hey, when the body falls off, Atma doesn't fall. Atma is nityam, shashvatam, sanatana, etc. We saw in the second chapter itself. So based on that, that is such an important fact that the entire thinking process, how we visualize creation and all that depends on that. Therefore, we are now unafraid of saying there is no creation. There cannot be a destruction. When a physicist hears this, he cannot ignore this statement. What? Your religion says this? Yeah, our religion says that. That religion cannot be ignored by the physicist, by the scientist. Okay? And so this is the general idea here. And so let's do this. Let's translate shloka number 18. So avyaktat vyaktaya sarvaha prabhavantyaharaagame ratriagame praliyante tatraiva avyakta sanyake. Okay. So I think I explained this everything here. Tatra eva, look at all this eva and all very significant words, even though there alone this manifest world resolves. There alone means what? That which is called avyaktam, which was there before also. Before the Vyakta, Avyaktam was there. In that Avyaktam alone, it's going to resolve again. And next shloka, you're going to see, he's going to say the same thing in a different words. Okay, there alone means Avyakta Sanyake. In Sanskrit, the word Sanya means definition. Something, some axiom, some rule. They're all called Sanyas. Here it means named as, called as, defined as. And here we can say named as, okay? Called as. So I'm going to translate this shloka number 18. Okay. At the beginning of the day, and within brackets you have to say of Brahmaji, comma, all things that are manifest, arise from the unmanifest. Okay, full stop. At the beginning of the night, comma, at the beginning of the night. You can put within brackets if you want, of Brahmaji. They resolve into that which is called as unmanifest. They resolve into, better than into is in. They resolve in that which is called unmanifest. Okay. They resolve in that which is called unmanifest. So at the beginning of the day of Brahmaji, comma, all things that are manifest arise from the unmanifest. At the beginning of the night, comma, they resolve in that which is called unmanifest. Called unmanifest. So that is avyakta sanyake. Okay. So 19th shloka we chanted.
Jaykumarji, Prabhavantyaga Ragame. How to split? Prabhavan?
Prabhavanti. Prabhavanti. So,
Prabhavanti.
Prathama Purushaha. Bahuvachanam. Ahaha Agame.
Dhanyavad.
Yeah, Ahaha is a day. Agame is arrival of.
Right.
At the arrival of the day, Prabhavanti. Prabhavanti. Prakarshena Bhavanti. Bhudatu becomes, comes alive as it were, manifests. We are using the word manifest here for that. Correct? So look at how it's so, at least the teacher should understand Sanskrit. Only then that those words can be properly understood and then explained properly also. Student need not know much Sanskrit because the explanation is going on. Prabhavanti. So Bhudatu, Bhu Sattayam also. And so there is, if I get into that, it will be a big discussion. So anyway, let me, 8:19. Bhu Ramassa evayam bhutva praliyate ratriagame vashah partha prabhavatyah ragame. So again, now you are familiar with most of the words ratriagame, aharagame, praliyate, prabhavati. Previously prabhavanti, plural. Here prabhavati, singular. That's the only difference. Praliyante, plural. Praliyate, singular. Okay? Quite a few words are already mentioned here. Okay? So again, the day and night of Brahmaji is being discussed here. And so that unmanifest, manifest is very important to understand, because if it were destruction, see, if it were destruction, so suppose when I go to sleep, okay, or we all go to sleep, and then as I said the other day, there is no rule that I should wake up and remember all the things that happened in my life. Okay, there is really no rule. But so therefore everything got destroyed. So everything got destroyed. Means what? It's going to be nasty, because chapter 8 Bhagavad Gita is gone, English language is gone, our mother tongue is gone. So what we have to do? Everything is gone. We have to wake up and very fast we have to learn all these 1, 2, 3s. We have to learn our mother tongue, and then we have to quickly go to school and finish off all these things. Then we have to ready to study Bhagavad Gita. Then before the day is over, we must have some Bhagavad Gita classes also. And again we'll get destroyed. And again we have to start again. Fortunately, it's not like that. Therefore, the unmanifest idea is just too profound, in my opinion. And and so the thoughts, all ideas we have, our idea, the subjective world, the thoughts, our ahankara, even the idea of time and space, everything resolves during deep sleep. Does not get destroyed. Everything resolves. Adhyakta. Therefore, this karana sharira and all very important. Initially, when I studied Karna Sharira, I did not understand, because it was just stated. And the more I study, the more I begin to appreciate. This is the idea there. This is how it's not simply some theory. It's not simply some theory. Why? Because my experience is there. We can all analyze our experiences. Deep sleep, there is literally nothing in deep sleep. Nothing means no experience, as Prasad had said the other day, no experience. And so I am not aware of anything, absolutely nothing, but still I can wake up and say, I slept well. I slept well. I slept well means what? Did you do anything to sleep well or what? what effort did you make? I slept well means what? A big accomplishment. Yeah, it seems to be a very big accomplishment these days. Sleeping well is, it is such a big accomplishment. Means what? It has to come. It has to come, and we are just waiting for the laya to happen. That is such an amazing thing that free will is absolutely useless in deep sleep. You can't say, I did all these things and I forgot to do that, therefore I did not sleep well. You can't say that. Unless, night time it became cold and then therefore the cold draft was there through the window and all. Therefore I got disturbed, etc. That's okay. But to sleep well, prayer is needed. Prayer is needed to sleep well, correct? Lot of prayer. So here, look at this. Bhuta gramaha saha eva ayam. Saha eva ayam. Very interesting. He's saying, praliyate. That same group of jivas, Bhuta gramaha is one. This group of jivas that are there in this world, in this universe, in this jagat, that same group of jivas, ayam also. Ayam means this, when it becomes like pralaya in the deep sleep state, the same group of jivas are there, it seems. Saha eva ayam, saha bhuta gramaha, that bhuta rashi, that jiva rashi, those same jiva rashis are going to be there at pralaya also. Therefore, no destruction, correct? No destruction. Saha bhutagramaha sa evayam. Okay, bhutva bhutva. Bhutva bhutva. Bhutva bhutva is a way of saying praliya. Okay, bhutva praliyate. Praliya bhavati. Bhutva praliyate. Praliya bhavati. Bhutva praliyate. Praliya bhavati. Sanskrit. Bhutva. Bhutva means having manifested. Praliyate. Bhutva, bhuta means repeatedly. Repeatedly, without an end. Okay? And praliyate. That means what? No new jiva is created. No new jiva is created. Can you imagine this? See, no new jiva is created. Think about all the implications of this statement. Okay? No new jiva is created means what? Means population is growing. There's a population explosion, they say. So 6 billion, 7 billion, like this, it's on, keep going on, increasing, 8 billion. Now, what happens? Jivas are all increasing, obviously. Well, jivas are increasing, all right. But you're also cutting trees, you're also killing animals, or you're also eating animals. All these things are there. So, many jivas are getting destroyed. They say the population of chicken in America is more than the human population of America. I can believe it. I can believe it. You just go to these farms, you can see. And how many chicken are grown and crushed every day, it's just mind-boggling. Anyway, so much is happening. So there is so much to take account for. No, still I can't understand how we are destroying animals, we are destroying plants. Some human beings are there, human being growth is happening. So still it's all constant. Well, you have to do your mathematics. And then if there is some mismatch, you have to account for all the ants in Indraloka. All those things also you have to account. Ants in Indraloka also are jivas. Indra's helpers are also jivas. Indraloka, all denizens of Indraloka also are jivas. And Brahmaloka also to be included. Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha, everything has to be included. So, he is saying The sum total of all jivas is constant. This is mind body. And suppose it's not constant. Suppose Bhagavan says, no, I can create jiva. Yeah, after all, Bhagavan can do all these things. Why Bhagavan cannot create a new jiva? You think Bhagavan, you don't understand Bhagavan, Guruji. I think this is too basic. You have completely missed out. Bhagavan can create anything he wants, she wants. He can create new jivas. Okay, he'll create a new jiva. What kind of body he will give to the jiva? What kind of body? Random body? Lucky dip. Some, okay. Let's start off this body with some rat body. Or human body. Why not human body? And see how he behaves. How he behaves means what? What is the basis for all these things? The basis for birth itself is past karma. And when past karma doesn't exist, how can a new jiva exist, come into being? Bhagavan can do whatever he wants. Sorry, sir. Bhagavan cannot do whatever Bhagavan wants. This is Advaita Vedanta. This is not some kind of a ruler sitting up there and then using a magic wand and then doing whatever he or she wants. This is what we are made to think as children. But now we have to grow out of that. Correct? Grow out of that. Bhagavan is also not some kind of guy who decides to do whatever he wants based on he or she likes, what she likes. Therefore, no new jiva. Correct? No new jiva, not possible. Impossible. And so, anyway, no new jiva is there. Something came to my mind, but I don't need to say that. So therefore, now another question will come. But Guruji, you have not answered the question. An important question I've had, remember you not. When did we all get created? When did this Srishti start? You are just skipping that question every time we talk. Krishna also is not saying. After all this discussion, he doesn't say when Brahmaji was born. He even said 100 years. 100 years means 0th year must be there for Brahmaji. Then he was born. We're not answering those questions. Puranas are also not answering that question. Not answering the question because no karma was there before. For new creation, there must be a past karma. As long if past karma is not there, there cannot be a new creation. Therefore, this creation has been there forever. Therefore, bhutva, cyclic. You can never find the start of this cycle. When did this? Where is show me the starting point of this cycle? Sorry, tough luck. No, we're all scientists. We are going to figure out stardom. Okay, figure out. Let us know. I'm waiting. Figure it out. You can't find out. You can say Big Bang and this and that. And then we will have questions after that. Okay. So they're still figuring it out. Therefore, this is the idea. What time is it? I don't want to. Okay, it's already 7:35. So I should stop. So this is the idea. So this Avyaktam is a very important idea. And we saw very corollaries that there's really no creation and there is no destruction. Therefore, you can't even ask who created, because when creation itself is not there, who created and how long, this, that, etc. You can't ask those questions. And so that's the, and of course, this Brahmaloka, etc., Sahasrayuga Paryantam, he brought this discussion to tell Arjuna that no world out there is a better world. It may be better from relative sense, but then all those are also anityam, impermanent. Brahmaji's life also is given fixed lifespan, and so what are you talking about? This nityatvam, nitya vastu, you must begin to inquire. That is what he's talking about. So anyway, we'll come back and discuss this, continue this discussion of this shloka number 19. We haven't completed it yet. Okay, so I'll come. Okay, are these satsang questions or Mahesh and Haraprasad?
Guruji, I have one.
So satsang.
Okay, so let's finish the class, and then those who want to leave, they can leave. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you. Yeah, Hara Prasad.